Okay guys, I'm going to introduce you to a game that I'm fond of. It's called Starters Orders. This is number 6, you know, yeah, from 1 to 6. I think there's a new one out now, it's 7. But this is a game that I play it all the while, you know, you can skip through the days, you know, you can train the horse yourself, you can breed horses yourself. As I'll show you, I have a farm here. Those are my, you can zoom in to look. Past horses that I've raced, that have retired to stud. Some very good ones. So I breed my own horses. Sometimes you have a horse that was like a super horse and him turn out him don't really produce. Him horses don't turn out real good. You know, just like in real racing. In this game too, horses can pull up in the race, horses get hindered, horses get disqualified, horses break down. You break down in exercise. When you see these red indicators here, this means if the red indicator come up with this eye in it, that means a horse is injured. If it's red, that means it's not fit. When it's orange, it needs you need to improve him condition, and when it's green, that means the horse is extremely fit. Let me zoom in, see if you can see what I'm talking about. These little markers over here. This is what tell you the fitness of the horses. This is how you train the horses over here. This part now. When it's blue, that means it's rest. No workout for the horse, just maybe walking. When it's orange like this, that means canters. He canters. And when you click it to red, red is going to allow him to gallop. On the game, is every Thursday is a gallop. So if you leave it on red, every time a Thursday come, they gallop 3 furlongs. But you can also go to the training track. When you go to the training track now, you know, you pick. All right, for example, let me see if I can train 2 horses. All right, I have a bunch of 2-year-olds here. One race already, but these have 3 other 2-year-olds that are not named yet. So the first one, this one is called Razzle Dazzle. You can see the name on the top here, right here. It's the name. That name can be changed. It's in red right here, so it can be changed. So for you guys, if you are interested, the first 3 people to put a name, I will name them in order. So Razzle Dazzle have Best Performer. That's Best Performer. He's a nicely bred horse out of my stable with a bred. And the other one is Daddy Joe. He hasn't raced yet. So I have 4 2-year-olds, 1 raced already, Constitution race and win already. And these other 3 haven't raced yet. I don't really like racing them as 2-year-olds unless I'm showing some real good form. So I'm going to show you a workout. I'm going to give the 3 of them a workout so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Well, no, Razzle Dazzle has 3 weeks off because he was injured. So I'm going to let them get a 3 furlong gallop first, which is like is the commuter give program that gallop. So I'm going to go to Thursday. Boom. So they got the gallop. See, they turn green now. So that means they're fit. So I'm going to put them back to cant. Put that back orange. So Thursday, maybe Tuesday, I'm going to give them a 5 furlong gallop. While I'm doing that, I have this horse named Songbird. Nah, she needs some time. She needs some rest. I have this horse who can run now, so I'm going to get him ready to train. Okay, I'm going to train him with my 2-year-olds. This horse named Go Barano. He's a top class horse. He's a grade 2 winner. So it has a tier, but he hasn't run for 133 days. So he'll need this workout. So that's pretty good. Always very fit. So I'm going to put him in the workout with the 2 youngsters that look fit right now. And I'm going to put him to be the leader. You know, you put the better horse to lead. And I just galloped him on Thursdays, so I'm going to gallop them back on Tuesday. Yeah, 5 days off. Yeah, so we're going to gallop them now. I'm going to gallop them 5 furlongs on the turf because I'm young. I don't want to gallop them on the dirt yet because it's a sensitive game, and if you probably race them on the dirt too early, you know, they might get injury. Like I think that's what happened with this Razzle Dazzle. I was working him on the dirt, and he ends up with an injury without racing it. So let's see how I'm going to clock them time, because this yeah, 1 second. Yeah, when you work out a horse, it doesn't, when you give a horse exercise, it doesn't clock the horse for you. So you have to clock it yourself. Let me see if I can find my clock here. Okay, so you have to clock him yourself. So I'm going to work them out now, 5 furlongs on the turf. See if I can clock that. And see if I get a good workout. But I put the grade 1, the grade 2 horse in the race to work with them, so you know, test them off of that work. Okay, here they're ready. Okay, start. Okay, so I put Go Runner to get the lead, and there he does have it. Let's switch it to the other angle. Yeah, that's the better angle. So the class horse is leading from Daddy Joe. Daddy Joe showing good pace early. Best Performer, I worked them before. I think Best Performer was the best workout on my 2-year-olds. A stalking horse. I like this one. This name Best Performer I like. So I'm trying to save him up as much for when I'm really ready to race him. Daddy Joe shows a lot of speed in the workout, although I don't think Daddy Joe is a real speed horse, but this is workouts. And see Daddy Joe pointing on the grade 2 horse now who going to change gears. 3/16s out. So the grade 2 horse still in front. Daddy Jones showing good work in the workout against a proven horse. Let's see if Best Performer can close up now. He's trying to come. They're not going to catch the stablemate, but a good workout. They worked 59.4, so that's not bad. That's not bad for a workout. So what we're going to do now, I'm not going to race them yet though, although it's good workouts. Maybe Daddy Joe. Maybe I can race Daddy Joe, but I'm not going to race these horses yet until I change them name. Like if you guys are interested, I want a name, the first 3 people to put in a name, I'm going to name the horses that. But like I just give Best Go Brano a work, I'm going to give him a race. All right, Go Brano is a horse that his last win was at a mile. He ran in the Breeders' Cup mile and was second. Let me show you. He was second to a horse from Dubai in this race. He led most of the way and Cart was beaten 2 lengths. So as I say, he's a pace horse. You saw him in the workout a while ago. Although it was hard to work, like hard to beat the youngsters. So I'm going to try to find an easy mile race here for him. Where is he? Which one is it? Is it Go Brano or Great Brano? Yeah, Go Brano. So I'm going to find an easy little mile race for him, like an allowance mile. You have that race kind of look tough. I'm gonna put him. Let me see. I have a 7 furlong. Okay, here's a 7 furlong. 3 days away. I'm get a nice workout, so 3 days is not bad. Nominate him there. I'm going to. He comes in at top weight, so I'm going to give him a stable jockey to ride. That's Lucy. Them have all the real jockeys' names in there, but them don't. The first name them change it because I guess because it's not the real. The jockey don't give permission, so them just use the last name and different first names. Okay, so let's get him ready to run here. 3 days after his gallop. Okay, let's see what Go Barana does at 7 furlong. He prefers a mile, but good workout behind him and coming off his good run in the Breeders' Cup mile against allowance horses. I'm expecting him to win this. He has only won 1 of his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 starts. He's only won twice out of his last 7 starts, and he only has 2 starts in this season, what I have running now, which is in August. So only 2 starts and been difficult to train. So let's see if he can come good. I think he should win this. This is an allowance race, so I think he's possibly the class horse. He has speed, but he shows it generally going a mile. Okay, he's on the outside. There he is. My silks, this yellow cap, the blue silks. So he does have speed, as I said, but he prefers a mile. So this is a nice sharpen up for him, 7 furlongs. And there he gets the lead easy. As I say, he's a grade 2 winner. So he's in front there. And we have different ways of viewing the race. I can view it from the jockey's position. See, this is the jockey's position where you can look around. And look around inside, outside. You got the aerial view. And then you can go back to the different angles. Yeah, so we can go back to this normal view. You can go from the inside of the course, watching it from that section. And you can also watch the race from the stand side depending on the track. So this one have a slightly partial view. You're only going to see the stretch run. So here he comes down the stretch. Looking good. Got a good lead on them. Easy, the jockey's motionless. I have this tab here, I can click this and the jockey start whipping him, but he's traveling well, so I don't have to do that. So I can click no whip. I don't need no whip there. He's cruising. Yeah, so after that workout, pretty sure he would win, beat allowance horses. As you can see, a horse pulled up in the race. Horse Frankie and Son pulled up in the race. I don't know if I can see the replay and see when him pull up. Nah, that's a waste of time. Can review it after that. Yeah, so he got up. That was a pretty good win. See, it says he can stay further. That's what the jockey shout out says. He should stay further. And he seems fit. So I'm tempted to want to go for that this race down here. It's called the Del Mar Breeders' Cup Mile. So I'll have to go to track. It's grade 2. He has one at grade 2 already. And this is how many days away? A week away. He's fit, so I might take a chance there with him. I remember he only has run 3 times now for the season, so I'm going to take a chance and run him back here. I have other horses in the race to that in my barn that some of them need to be trained, so I'm going to put some of them to gallop now. I have a real good one named Fire with Fire, recently beaten in the Dubai World Cup. I have Lady Barana, she's good. She has won 3 of her last 4 starts. And Blackout Drunk, he just won the Breeders' Cup. Not the Breeders' Cup, the Belmont Stakes Journey horse. So I'm going to find a race for him. Going maybe 10 furlongs. Here's one. It's called the Del Mar Grade 2 race. I'm going to put him in that. He's a run-on horse too. So yeah, let me put up my jockey on him. Coming in 135, so he's getting weight from a bunch of these horses in the race. But he's the highest rated horse in the race, so I don't really have to go through the farm of the other horses. And they're both going to be running on the same day, the 27th. So let's get to that race. Well, my 2-year-olds are going, I soon train my 2-year-olds again. How many days have passed since I trained them? More than a week, right? So I'm just letting them canter for now because they're young. Okay, so coming up to race day now. And I'm going to show you how. So I'm going to put them to rest. Get a rest after the race. So I put it on the blue. So I can go to the betting paper here. Although this is not real betting, it's just for the game. So it's not real money. It's just for the game. So I'm going to buy both my horses. They run on the same program. So I'm going to buy them in an accumulator. So that's Go Burano and Blackout Drunk. Both look fit. Put them in an accumulator bet for say $500. £500 or whatever it is. Bet, win, accumulate, and then maybe 500 place. As I said, this is not real gambling. This is virtual. This is just for fun. Right, so let's put them for 500 win, 500 place. Yeah, accumulate place, 500, 500. Let's see if both of them can win. I think the both of them are fit enough. Go Barana has won this class already, and Blackout Drunk has just won a stakes race. So, okay, here's the first one. The Del Mar Mile. Let's see how the tipsters tip in. Only 2 tipsters tip in the race. They both tip my horse. Let's see what they say about in the paddock. Say my horse is very calm and fit. Okay, so he's ready. Let's go to the races. See if he can go back-to-back wins. You know, as I said, he only won 3 of 7 starts this season, and he's on the turf now. Put him on the turf. Let's see. See, he got a good start. He's in second already. Remember, my Silks is the blue with the yellow cap. Surprisingly, the jockey restrained him after. I don't know what the jockey doing. He's a front runner. What is the jockey doing? See, sometimes the jockeys decide to. I don't know if the cause of the field, maybe the pace is going to be fast, so the jockey's wanting to rate him off. But I don't like to change how a horse runs. So if I knew the jockey was going to do this, I'd probably just go to the lead. But the jockey knows him. He's a stable jockey, so he knows him. So let's see if he's right by holding him off the pace this time around. So you know, I'm have to be urging him to keep up. Maybe the pace is fast. I'm going at 33 miles per hour. That's the speed of the race up here. So the pace is 34. I mean, quicken. The pace has quickened. They still have 3.5 furlongs to go. And he's 5th. That's not a comfort zone for him. So the jockey trying something new, I guess. Can he get the run inside? He's trying. Nope. He's going to get squeezed out. See it? Jockey have to take a snatch. No racing him. Going to have to force him way through now. Here he comes. Okay, so far the decision looks to be good by Mr. Lozzi. But he has now gotten that lead. And now begins to stretch it. Furlong out. Let me see it look from the stand side. See, that's the stand view, them coming down the stretch. So he's clear. There he is. So he won by 3 lengths. Okay, so good decision by the jockey to not go the pace. He hold him up, and it worked. So the jockey really knows him, because every race he runs, he generally goes to the front. Especially when going a mile. So that's a good run. I might stretch him out longer then, because he usually folds up when he's going over a mile. But that's always when he's in front. So the jockey changed the tactics, and it worked. 4-1. So one part I'm a bet win already. And he ran in 138. 138 and 4. 138 and 4. Not bad. Okay, so let's see my Belmont Stakes winner can get a back-to-back win. Here he is. Let's see what the tipsters say. They tipped him. Hoylers, he look in the paddock. Looking well, fit. And over here, if I want to tell the jockey what to do, this is where I can tell the jockey what to do over this side here. You know, I can click on this and it says go easy, drop out early, hold up, slight hold up, even pace, race handily, force the pace, pacemaker, take the reins. That means I ride him with the computer, but I don't do that because I suck at riding. So, okay. Well, the jockey just win with the other one, so let's see him riding. This horse tends to be way off the pace too. He sits off the pace and then run on. That's his running style. So let's see how he handles this race. See if I can take the double and close it. It's the turf, it's the first run on the turf. To be honest, I didn't realize it was a turf because I've never raced him on the turf, but should be all right for him. He comes from behind horses, and horses who run on tend to like the turf because they're not getting any kickback. So I think he might enjoy the turf because he handles the kickback well on the dirt, so the turf shouldn't be a problem to him. And he breaks winging and he's early. That's not his style though, so the jockey trying to get a hold of him to slow him up. Don't want him to go too fast too soon. But they're crawling. They're only going 31 miles an hour so far, so the pace is extremely slow. And there he is, pulled up now to the back. The jockey, that's how he runs. That's how he likes to run, sitting off the fractions. But close to the pace, but I guess because the pace is so slow, that's why he's so close. So sometimes the jockeys do make a mistake, like like I had this one horse who is a stalker, but him shows so much speed, and the rider, I looked in the race and there was 2 other horses in the race that had like natural front running speed, but because the horse that I had always stalked, the rider decided to just go with the pace and him cast him the race, him fall up in the stretch. As you can see, my horse is now at the back. No, second to last. Second to last. Let's see, I can zoom out if I want. Get a whole view of it. Let's zoom back in. Let me see if we get a stand side view of this. Yeah, so we get a whole view from the stands there, but you're not seeing the race. But you can view from the stand side. It have commentary on it too, you know, but I turned it off because they don't call the horse name, they only say the number. And it just sounds too mechanical, so it's annoying sometimes. Okay, let's see. They're about the half mile now, so he tends to make his move maybe at the 3 point. But he's so close to him, there's a jockey rousing him now to get rolling. So at this point is when he intended to move. There he is. He's now 4th. So he's on the move now. So far handling the turf. Let's see, we'll change gear. If I want him, the jockey forgot all out, I press this button right here, this go button. And it was the jockey just got full tilt, whipping and everything. But so far it looked like he might have the cover in this field. Here he comes. Okay, this is his style of running now. Nobody, I'd never see a horse run on and beat him, so I think he's safe from here. So he gets the lead. Thought he would have won a lot more impressive than this. 2.5 lengths. I thought maybe it's because the pace was just so slow, but I thought he would have won much easier than that. So let's see the time. Let's see what time they did, because I thought he would have won way easier than that. Because he beat his stablemate, who I think is the best horse I have training right now in the Belmont Stakes. So I thought he would have ramped this. 2 minutes and 20 for 11 furlongs. That's not bad still. 2.5 length victory. And was getting weight from the second horse. And the second horse is a horse that has only 1 out of the last 10 wins. And the last win was this race last year. So not beating the fittest horse, so I have to go take a look on what happened there. Why it wasn't very impressive. Yeah, so okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to give my youngsters one more gallop. I'm going to give them one more gallop and then end this video for now. And then when I come back the next, if you guys leave some names from the 3 horses, then I will make another video. So let's just do one more training with my youngsters here. Same tactics. I'm going to make Go Brano work with them. And remember, he just ran and won, so he's much fitter than him right now because he just got a race. But let's clap this one. The last work they went was what, 59 and 4. It was 59 and 4. So let's see if they improve the work now. Still the turf. I don't train my youngsters on the turf. On dirt. I train them on the turf. Oh, rain or fall, so the turf going to be soft. Okay, so they're off. Let's see if we get a better workout. I didn't like Best Performer's workout the last time they worked. Because he usually beats Daddy Joe in the work. And in this work with Go Brano, although I expect Go Brano to win the workout, I thought Best Performer would pass Daddy Joe, but he didn't. He was struggling to get to Daddy Joe. So let's see if that workout changes. Okay, so Go Brano as expected leads Daddy Joe pressing. Best Performer rider pumping away. No whip. In exercise there's no whip used. So Go Brano as expected. I'm expecting him to win the work really easy. Daddy Joe still. Let's see if Best Performer can pass Daddy Joe this time. Struggling to get to him. Still not getting to him. Similar time to 59.4, but the track did wet. Yeah, so definitely going to take my time with these youngsters, especially Best Performer, because it's the horse I like the most. This horse. The best bred horse I think I have right now, but I don't like the last 2 works. He usually beats up Daddy Joe. I know the last 2 works, Daddy Joe has been beating him up. So 2 good works. Okay. Let me see the workout reports. Best Performer. The assistant trainer said Best Performer really needs a longer gallop than this. Okay. I'm saying you need to go longer. Okay, no problem. And Daddy Joe is not lacking in fitness right now. So Daddy Joe is fit, and the Best Performer is said to want more ground. So okay. So next time I might stretch them out to 6 furlongs, but that will be for another video. So as I said, guys, the first 3 people to put names, I'll be naming these 3. I'm going to change the name from Razzle Dazzle, change the name from Best Performer, and change the name from Daddy Joe for you guys. You guys can pick which one of the horses you want to change your name, and we'll do it. All right, guys, stay safe.